Hope this is working. My name is Jonathan, and first time streaming for a long while. What I'll have to do, if you don't mind, at the start of this stream is to check that it's working, as it's going live on a few of those places around the world. And today we're going to talk about a few basic things, very basic, simple things. Maybe not so simple, actually, maybe they're not so basic. We're going to attempt to do that. So, currently on one of my apps, I'm testing if this is okay with the sound, and if it's okay with you all, if you're hearing me all right. I'll jump over to the other app. So many apps these days, hard to keep up. Okay, here we go. We're live there. You hear a little bit of an echo, I think, and I can. Excellent. I'll turn up the music for the soundtrack of the game that I've been playing a lot. Arc Raiders, fantastic game. I applied to be, content creator on their content creator application form. I think it gives you maybe some more insights and maybe some more graphics and access, hopefully, to be able to make videos about that game. So I've been enjoying that a lot. I'll do one more test for the audio here. Yep, it's coming through. Hopefully, fairly good. Okay, so on to the main topic today, which is Christianity and gaming. Who would have thought those two things collide? Well, it's kind of like anything collides, especially if you are interested in faith, interested in Jesus. You've found the right moment to chat with me. I don't know if you found the right channel, but yeah, let's have a look at this. Now, I did bring it up here, the Bible verse that we're going to have a look at, which is from Acts chapter 8. And we have this situation where Philip, who's kind of a guy doing a lot of outreach, yet not kind of by his own sense of, I'm going to do this is going to be really good. No, it seems to be miraculous how he's doing this. His heart does seem to be in a very, very good place, wanting to share good news, and with someone who's not from his people or tribe or language, person from Ethiopia back in those times, and as a high-ranking official to Queen Candace, who's reading the book of Isaiah from the Old Testament. And Philip explains, so I've got a few notes here, a few show notes. The scriptures, he explains prophecy, a foretelling, things that are going to happen. We know that is encountered in many ancient scripture and texts, but specifically, we're looking at prophecy from a biblical sense and what Philip has to say. And if you've watched any of my other videos, I'll direct you to some of the other starting channels, and also the other clock sounding channel, and how can I make a pun with IG? Anyway, those places, you'll see that I've been talking a lot about general and special revelation. And here, my friend, I think we're getting a lot of special revelation, some divine interventions. I'll get into it and read it right now. Now I've lost my place. Okay, very small text. This is the Bible that my granddad had during World War II. So thank you, Victor. He's no longer here with us, but it's a great honor to be able to read from scripture that he held. Now an angel of the Lord said to Philip, "Go south to the road, the desert road, that goes down from Jerusalem to Gaza." So he started out, and on his way, he met an Ethiopian eunuch, an important official in charge of all the treasury of Candace, Queen of the Ethiopians. If by chance there's anyone watching this in Addis, in Ethiopia, please say hello. I've been to your beautiful country and I love it. It's a very welcoming place. I also love the food. One of my favorite dishes in the world, the teff, the pancake style, delicious food. Wonderful. And all those spices, the Berber spices you call it, I think. So this man had gone to Jerusalem to worship and on his way home he was sitting in his chariot reading the book of Isaiah the prophet. The Spirit told Philip, "Go to the chariot and stay near him." We're going to dwell here just a moment. This was his instruction. It wasn't very unclear, yet it wasn't do this and do this. It wasn't a plan, it wasn't a structured outreach, it wasn't a idea of how to share this faith or this story. It was actually an ancient story that the eunuch was reading. And his instruction, Philip, was just to go and stay near it. So he was there to listen. This is an interesting point. He's there to go and listen, maybe to learn at the same time as to teach. Fascinates me. I'm going to check my comments here because this is the whole point of live streaming. You can interact with people. I need to have another device, but I'll get to that in the next one. Currently only reading the comments on Twitch, but if you're asking questions on other apps, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. That's okay though. We can't get to everything at the moment. Oh wait, I have it here. Okay. My favorite flavored ice cream. That seems like a distraction, my dear friend. Javi, hola, ¿qué tal? Parece como una... No sé. Like you're a little pushing there. That's okay. My favorite flavored ice cream. I'll tell you at the end if you watch to the end. All right. Then Philip ran up to the chariot and heard the man reading Isaiah the prophet. "Do you understand what you are reading?" Philip asked. "How can I, unless someone explains it to me?" So he invited Philip to come sit with him. The eunuch was reading the passage of scripture. He was led like a sheep to the slaughter, and as a lamb before the shearer is silent. So he did not open his mouth. In his humiliation he was deprived of justice. Who can speak of his descendants? For his life was taken from the earth. Reading an ancient prophecy, a scripture. And I also just wanted to say welcome to the viewers watching on one of the apps and other people watching on the other. I do have access to all the questions that you may have. So far, the biggest question has been, what flavored ice cream do I like? But we're reading something, I think that it might have a little bit more taste than ice cream. Eternal taste, maybe. Something deeper. So thank you for asking. And I do appreciate that question, because maybe the person jumped in and just thought, hey, what kind of ice cream does this guy like? Which is great. So I'm going to reread that part. For his life was taken from the earth. The eunuch asked Philip, "Tell me please, who is the prophet talking about, himself or someone else?" Then Philip began with that very passage of scripture and told him the good news about Jesus. It's good news. I want to dwell a little bit there. I want to harp a little bit on that. The good news. It is good news. Have you heard this news? Has it been told to you, explained to you? Does it sound like bad news to you when you've heard it? That's not good, because it's good news. The eunuch asked Philip, "Tell me please, who is the prophet talking about, himself or someone else?" Then Philip began with that very passage of scripture. So the story was set that Jesus would appear, and I'm going to read through this through the lens of thinking about Jesus and what happened to him. So the eunuch was reading, and he read this: "Who is led like a sheep to the slaughter, and as a lamb before the shearer is silent, so he did not open his mouth. In his humiliation he was deprived of justice. Who can speak of his descendants? For his life was taken from him, from the earth." And we continue. As they traveled along the road, they came to some water, and the eunuch said, "Look, here is water. Why shouldn't I be baptized?" And he ordered the chariot to stop. Then both Philip and eunuch went down into the water, and Philip baptized him. When they came up out of the water, the Spirit of the Lord suddenly took Philip away, and the eunuch did not see him again, but went on his way rejoicing. My friends, it said it's going to be good news. It is good news. And then after he's baptized, which is a sign of his new life, turning into this faith that Philip has just explained to him, he's rejoicing. Two things there to remember. It's good news and he's rejoicing. Yeah, I just find this quite startling that the eunuch just said, stop the chariot. I want to be baptized right now as a sign of his belief. Okay. And the Spirit of the Lord took Philip away. Philip, however, appeared at Azotus. Forgive me for mispronunciation. If you are in that region and know a lot more about Azotus or where that is, I have no idea. Maybe I should look that up. And he traveled about preaching the gospel in the towns until he reached Caesarea. I know where Caesarea is, but Azotus I have not heard of. Where it is. Let's see if this works. So it's the ancient Greek and Roman name for the Philistine city of Ashdod, located on the Mediterranean coast of modern-day Israel. 5 kilometers or 3 miles for my North American viewers, inland from the sea. It lies roughly halfway between Joppa and Gaza, and has the archaeological site of Tel Ashdod. Okay. I need to check my music. It's going okay. This, my friend, is just someone reading scriptures, thinking about it with you online. There's plenty of other things you could be doing in your day, but I appreciate you watching this. And if you're watching this on the replay, even more, thank you very much. The music is going okay. I'm going to leave that there. I can check it randomly. The next chapter goes into Paul, who we know also as Saul. And I just wanted to welcome everyone viewing there on that app. This one I'm monitoring the chat, and also the other app. Should I keep on reading, or I think maybe we should leave it there for the day. I will keep it going, these live streams. And if you want to see some of my other gaming content about theology, Arc Raiders, and faith, you can see that. Or you can leave a comment. I'm very happy to dialogue with anyone who respectfully disagrees. Emphasis on the respectfully disagreeing. I even do tend to leave a comment back if you don't respectfully disagree. I mean, if you just disagree and have a more harsher opinion. Harsher opinions are okay, but I do like to, try to infuse that little bit of let's be respectful even if you don't agree. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I'm really really glad all the people hanging out, especially there's a few viewers that stayed for the whole time. That's for me a very, very good use of connecting with people on social media. So thank you so much. I also will do my best if you do want to write to me on my IG, the clock looking vertical app, if you do want to send a direct message. So if that's it, I'll leave that as, maybe you can say hi, that's fine. If you want to ask questions about different topics that we've looked at, something you disagree with, you might not want to leave a comment on publicly, so that's fine. And also if you have suggestions about different either gaming content or theology. So that's the scope of, if you want to send me a message, I'll do my best to respond to